Welcome to Waitakere Street. Welcome to the OFC Champions League Match Day 5. It's another Super City derby for you. The stakes are high, the tension is high. Both sides know that victory will take them one step closer to the OFC Champions League semi-finals. And it all got underway after just 2 minutes. This ball forward by Ivan Visilic, intended for Gustavo Souto, saw the Spaniard fall awkwardly and dislocate his shoulder, we suspect. That was a hammer blow for Auckland City's original plans. And Adam McGeorge came on to replace Souto. 20th minute. This opportunity fell for Chris Bale. It was just a yard or so out of his scope to really let loose with a half volley perhaps, and as you can see there, he didn't get his head over it or his foot over it, and it flew well wide. 3 minutes later, it was this opportunity constructed from a long ball by Visilic. You can see Adam McGeorge takes a step to his left to try and provide Taku Iwata with a target, and some very, very timely defending by Matt Caneen, who just manages to do enough to put McGeorge off. 4 minutes later, sustained period of possession for Waitakere concluded with this goal. Lovely finish by Jake Butler. It was a good ball in from Sam Matthews, and Roy Krishna was just too strong for Mario Beelan. Got ahead of him, and that yard proved crucial. The Waitakere skipper, who I spoke to just a couple of days ago, and he was lamenting that miss he made against AS Mondor. I don't think he'll be taking much stick off his teammates now after that Super City derby goal. Roy Krishna got in the act. He decides to take on Mario Beelan, and then the long-range shot. A little bit ambitious at that angle and from that distance, but with Roy Krishna, you just never know. He's scored some pretty wonderful goals this season in the ASB Premiership and the OFC Champions League. A minute later, Chris Bale with his rasping free kick. It wasn't too far away. It's about 30-35 metres out, Chris Bale. Technique and power were all encompassed in that free kick. There was just that missing ingredient of accuracy, but not too far away. Second half, just 4 minutes into the second half, this long ball by Beelan found Takuya Iwata. His cross was a useful one. It cut out two defenders, but struck Manel Exposito on the hip, and the danger was cleared by Aaron Scott. 59th minute, Chad Coombs had a long-range shot. It dipped just in front of Tamati Williams, who did just enough to divert the trajectory of the ball around for a corner. 60 minutes in, this corner was wound across to the far post. Tim Myers probably didn't know a lot about that. Didn't get it on target. Then Ryan De Vries produced the best out of Tamati Williams. Cuts inside James Pritchard onto that right foot. A powerful shot. Had a good height for Williams to deal with it, but Williams still had work to do. Auckland City made a break forward just a minute or so later. Lovely ball in by Adam Dickinson. Manel Exposito couldn't get close to it. Nice pass from Riera to tee Dickinson up, and you look at that, it's an awkward one for the defenders to deal with. Nobody at the far post for Auckland. Just over a quarter of an hour to go. Substitute David Brown had this long-range shot. It might have taken a bit of a deflection off Brian Shelley, which would have proved difficult for, it does indeed take a deflection, making it even tougher for Danny Robinson to save. 12 minutes left. The goalkeeper comes to the rescue. Look at the anger on Ivan Visilic's face, but Williams comes to the rescue. McGeorge, the header was just a bit short. De Vries kept his run going. There were alarm bells ringing if De Vries could get that through to Alan Pearce, but Williams prevents that situation from unfolding. It's all over. Waitakere have prevailed here at Kiwitea Street by a goal to nil.
Yeah, like I said to the newspaper reporters, to win at Kiwitea Street on any given day at this level is a good win, But the pleasing thing from my point of view and the staff's point of view is that we kept them scoreless. We're a side that generally scores, and we created a few chances in the second half. We probably really should have put them to bed, but that's been a little bit of a habit of ours all year. Really, we're not really finishing all our gifted chances. But today we were the far better team, and I think we proved that. And over the course of the season, there's no comparison between the two teams really. You only have to look at the results to see that we're well clear of them now.
Yeah, very intense match. I think it was very even. It was decided by one of probably chances they had in the first half, and we tried. We tried our best. We tried to overcome that result until the last minute. We couldn't do it. But we'll get back up. We have to get back up. We've got another game next week. That's going to be the most important game of the season, probably for us. The key for us, I think, is to recover mentally from these two defeats. It's probably the first time we lose 2 games in a row, so we have to recover mentally and believe that we can still play.